Alrighty, hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm having fun, I'm in my element, I'm doing something I enjoy doing, which is being creative. DIYs, I love DIYs, and I feel like lately I don't do enough of them, and I want to get back in the game and do more of those. But yeah, I want to do myself like little plant shelf for the wall, and I went and got myself, that's my girl there. Yeah, that's offensive. I went and got myself wooden planks, and I asked them to cut them for me. It's nice when you have a what do you call it, a building shop of some sort close to your house, and they can cut the wood for you, because not every building shop cuts. So I was excited to know it's a nice small family building shop, and I love going there. I enjoy going there, and they cut the wood for you. They've got all sorts of sizes already cut, but they're a bit long, and some that are just longer than what you want. So if you're looking for something smaller like me, they can cut it for you to the size you require, to the size you want. So they've done that. I've got about 5 of them here, and I'm definitely gonna go back because there's a wall in my room I want to DIY, and there's a wall in my dining room I want to do something to. But today I'm just doing the music room. That's where these shelves are gonna go. I'm super excited. Now, if you watched a video, the elastic video which I did last week, that's so weird. Excuse my English. Anyway, if you watched the video I uploaded last week, I'm in the process of moving plants, or minimizing plants on my windows, or completely moving plants off my windows, simply because they've grown. They really have grown. They started off small, and now they've taken over the windows, and which then they're blocking most of the light that must come in, which usually comes in. Before they were that big and long, things were just fine. Things were okay. Not that things are not fine. I just find it that I'm getting less light in, because they are obviously grown and long, and lush, doing well. So I just want to bring them in and let more sunlight in. That's all I'm doing. The plants are okay. There's no issues with the plants. It's not because it's wrong to have plants on your windows. No. Like I said, when I started them off on the window, they were small, they were not big, and I was still getting a good amount of sunlight through those windows. But now it has minimized due to the fact that the plants have grown. But enough with that. So if you've watched that video, that's what I'm busy with at the moment. I'm in the process of moving plants off my windows. Now I need to come up with ways and ideas of where to put them, because they are not floor plants. They're not floor plants. They are trailing plants. They need to be either hanging on the wall or the ceiling, or having some plant shelf going on. Otherwise you can't put them on the floor, unless if I can decide then to do a moss pole for some of them and plant them in a pot, and then obviously wrap them around that moss pole and encourage them to grow around the moss pole, which is something I actually want to do with some of my golden pothos, because they're super long. I'll show you, but today that's not what I'm doing. I'm not moving plants yet. I just want to create space and ways to where I will put those plants once I move them off the windows, because the next room I'm dealing with is a music room. That's the room I'll be tackling. But nonetheless, I've sanded all my boards. All you do, you take your good old sandpaper. If you don't have those fancy ones, those electric ones, trust me, this works. You just cut a portion you need, and then you sand all the rough edges. You don't want splinters. You want it to be nice and smooth. If you feel any roughness you don't like, this does the job very well. you know. So I've done that with all these planks. I've got about 5 of them. I have sanded, I've sanded them, the edges off. Oh Lord, yeah, so they are nice and smooth, and I've marked them where I want to drill, you know. So this is what I'm doing today. I am going to do mini plant shelves. So basically I've done two of them in my house. I've got one in Offense's room. I don't know if I have a video of that, and I've got one in the music room. Very easy DIY way. The music room one didn't require holes. I literally just slit a cord around the wood, the wood panel, and then got hooks on, and then hooked it on the wall, and that was it. Very simple DIY. But with this ones, I'm going to drill holes on it, so you need to mark. Get your pencil and your ruler or your measuring tape to make sure that you know, you do a neat work, you know. Yeah, so I've marked all of them. Now we're going to drill. My favorite part of the project. Okay, so it's good to protect your counter or your surface, whatever it is you're working on. So I'm using this paper bag, which I cut in half. So yeah, I've got my drill bits and I've got my drill here. So I'm just gonna I think it's charged. I believe it's charged. Yep, it is. And yeah, let me just check on something. Alrighty, I meant to say, for this DIY, all you need really is your driller and your cord, any cord of your choice. Mine is a bit on the thin side. I'm gonna obviously use more than this. I'll probably use 3 of them just to be comfortable. Usually I have usually I use a much thicker one than this, just for my own peace of mind. That's all you're gonna need. And obviously your wood drill, a bit, and your wood. So you don't need many things. You just need this, and that. That's all you need, really. And your hands, okay, and your pencil and your ruler or your tape measure to mark where you're gonna drill. So I'm going to move my camera a bit away from me. Just a minute. I'm gonna move my camera a bit away from me that you can see what I'm doing, and then we'll take it from there. So let's do this rather. Then this way you can see what I'm up to. Okay, now I don't want a big hole. Maybe this one will do. I think this one will do, because we don't, or maybe this is still a bit big. Maybe this one, this size. You're gonna have to decide. I'm gonna use number 6. You're gonna have to decide which one you use. I'm using number 6. We'll see how it goes. All right. I mean, remember, you can still make it bigger if you feel it's small. So you need something to rest your wood on, that it doesn't go onto your table. Now this is a bit low. I'm gonna look for something a bit higher. Just a minute. Alrighty, this is a bit higher. I'm using my plants material. So this is a bit higher. You see, it's not close to my table, to my counter. So now you take your drill and you put in your okay. Alrighty, and I've marked where. Alright, I've marked where I want to. This one doesn't look like I completed it. Let me just see. Okay, in my case I need these. If you wear one of these, put them on. They will help you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I didn't mark that one. Can you believe it? Alrighty, so we're gonna drill away. Ready? Okay, I might even okay. This shouldn't be difficult. There you go. So we've got a hole. You see that? That's what we need, because that's what where we're gonna thread in our cord. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill all of them. Alrighty, I'm done drilling holes. So we're gonna take all the mess off. Right, then you're gonna take your sandpaper again. This is where you need it again, and you're going to sand all those rough edges off around the holes where you were drilling. You just send all the, because you don't want that, right? You don't want that. So we send that off. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm done cleaning up and sending all those holes. Do you see why you need a newspaper or some sort of, you know, something to work on that you can just do this and throw away? I'm just gonna clean my counter. It makes cleaning up so much easier when you're working on something that you can fold up and throw away when you're done. Alrighty, I am back. We had to quickly rush somewhere, but now I'm back. So I'm gonna finish this project. It's late. I'm a bit tired, but I wanna finish this project. I've done all 4 shelves. I'm gonna put this last one together with you. Before I left, I showed you how to drill your holes, and make sure that you use the drill bit for wood. And is this one here. I'm just gonna take it out now. Is this one here with the pointy top. You know, it looks different to concrete. The concrete one looks like this, so the two are different. So yeah, that's something I think, I'm not sure if I've shown you or I forgot to show you. So yeah, so we've drilled the holes on our planks, and now I'm going to show you how. So because I was using a pencil to mark, it comes off with an eraser. You can just take your eraser and you rub that off. I'm gonna tilt my camera for you to see what I'm doing. So you can just take your eraser and you take that off. Okay, and then you take the pencil off. It comes off so easy. It comes off so easy. Absolutely easy. Just want to fix my camera, it looks a bit skew. Okay, it comes off very easy, the pencil you were marking with. Alrighty, then we take our string. Now this is up to you how you want to weave it through. I'm using sellotape to make it easy, because it's not easy to weave it through there, to weave 3 strings 3 loose strings through a small hole like this one. So I take a sellotape, a sticky tape, and I take my 3 cords, and then I stick them together this way, making sure that I've got just a bit of amount of a sellotape sticking out. Then you're gonna use that to weave through. See how it becomes so easy. Now this is where I say it's up to you. You can weave it this way, right? You can weave it this way, you know, then you've got 2 of them weaved that way, or you can weave it from this hole to this hole, or you can weave from this hole to this hole. It's entirely up to you. So and before I weave to the next hole, I'm going to put my rings in. There is my ring. Obviously that ring is what I'm going to use to hang it on the wall. So there, I've got my first string in through the 2 holes and the ring. Then I'm gonna take another 3 cords, separate cords, another 3 cords. I'm using 3. If you are comfortable with 1, you can. Then you must not make your hole as thick as this, otherwise you'll have to tie it a few times, because you don't want it to fall through. So again, I'm gonna use sellotape, Now I'm using 3 cords. Like I said, for a peace of mind, you don't have to use 3 cords depending on what you're putting on these things. You can use 1 cord, or you can even use more than 3 if you want them even more stronger. It's really up to you. So we're gonna do the same. We've weaved from this through this hole to a ring and to this hole. Now we're weaving a separate string on the other side. Through that, I hope you can see, through that, and you take your ring and you go in with your ring, into your ring, and then you go out the other hole. Okay, and at this point, this is what you have. Now we're going to tie this at the bottom. You turn it upside down, and you take the ones which you had obviously held together with a sellotape, and you tie them up. Like, I think I tied it a bit high, but let's bring it up a bit. And if you want them to be the same measurements, make sure that your cords are the same, cut the same, you know, the measurements of your cords are the same. And when you tie, you know, you more or less tie the same, yeah, you know what I mean. So there you go, it won't go anywhere. That's why, yeah. But then if you're gonna use 1 string, I would advise you use a smaller drill bit for your hole to be small, that when you tie your knots like this, I'm tying 2 knots, you can tie 3 if you want to be more secure. If you feel your hole is bigger, you can tie 4. It will depend on the hole you made, and also how many strings you're using, or how thick is your string. Let me just put it that way, because if I had bought a thicker macrame string or cord, I wouldn't be using 3 at the same time, honestly. Anyway, so we've done one side. Now we want to tie the other side. So usually what I do is just to make sure that no string is overlapping, you know, like that. And then you turn it upside down and you continue to tie. So I'm gonna just tie once for now, and then you turn it around to see how you feel, and then you can make your changes. Now you want to make sure it's not skew, it's the way you want it to be, and then you can complete the tying, you know. So now we're gonna finish this up. There we go. That's it. That was quick, wasn't it? Well, I did the other 4 off camera, so my video is not so long, but it's a very nice and easy and quick DIY to make for yourself. A nice wooden plant hanger. And then to neaten it up, you want to cut those cords at the bottom nice and even, that it is nice and neat, you know. Just make sure you remove the tape. And we are done. Let me just tilt my camera back. And we are done. That's how you make your own DIY wooden plank shelf. Simple. You just need a ring, a cord, and a wooden plank of the size you desire, and a driller and a drill bit for wood, and that's about it. Nothing more. And obviously the rest is to decide where you're gonna mount it, and your and nails for your wall and all that. But yeah, I wanted to see if I've got a hook somewhere where I can show you. Yeah, I do have one there. I'll show you how it looks on the wall. Alrighty, I've got let me just close this door. I've got a hook here. So basically this is how it's gonna sit. And let me see if I've got a tiny little plant I can put there for you. So basically all it is you'll be able to place your plant any, obviously this is for small. These ones I'm making them for small plants, not for big plants. The plants I want to move off my windows are trailing small plants, but they're in small pots, but they're large and long. So some of them I want them to sit on these. And I mean, you can have something like this also. Yeah, so if you are looking for to play around and ways to display your plants and maybe make something for yourself that is easy and doesn't require many things, here is one of the ideas you can do: a wooden plant shelf. And yeah, that's it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and looking forward to your comments, and let me know what you think. Is it something you would do? What do you make of it? But nonetheless, it's been fun. Have yourself a beautiful day. Until next time, bye.